This movie gets 4 bananas out of 5 according to the NoMoreStinkyMonkeys.com website. While I enjoy the American version of The Office when I catch it, the original British version remains a favorite of mine because it was so quick and clean. 12 30-minute episodes with a final 90-minute Christmas episode to wrap the whole thing up. It was one of the more perfect TV series in that it never overstayed its welcome. But its creator and star, Ricky Gervais, could never seem to translate that TV success into a career on the silver screen. He's been in about a half a dozen films over the last 5 years, and whether they were good or bad, he was mostly an uninteresting bit player. His part in The Night in the Museum was completely unfunny. But in Ghost Town, he is at his snotty best. He's a transplanted London dentist who now lives in Manhattan and has nothing but contempt for all around him. When asked by his partner to join the office in a celebration of his newborn daughter, Gervais's Dr. Bertram Pincus can't even understand why he should. As he sneaks out past the party, he gets caught, but still slinks out in that classic embarrassed Gervais way. Pincus, or as some people call him Pink Ass, is extremely well off, living in an Upper East Side Manhattan high-rise, and doesn't even notice the pretty woman who lives in his building, played by Tia Leone. He grabs her cabs before she can get in, and purposely hits the closed door button on elevators as she asks him to hold the door. When he goes in for a rudimentary colonoscopy, he's extremely rude to the doctor and her crew, and you're not surprised to find out he has a complication under their care. But what actually happens is that he dies for several minutes on the table before being revived. During those minutes, he must have made some kind of connection to the other world, and now is able to see and hear the lost souls still walking among us, who are unable to rest and go to heaven. Among these souls is Greg Kinnear, dressed in a tuxedo. He was killed by a bus while on the phone, telling a realtor to cancel renting his love pad for him and his mistress. Like all the other lost souls, Kinnear's Frank Herlihy can't make the leap because he has unfinished business here on Earth. But unlike the others, Frank is not sure what that business is. Having a medium like Dr. Pincus can make the business clear up nicely, but only if the doctor is willing to do so. But Pincus, being a selfish prick, can't see what's in it for him, until he meets Frank's widow, Gwen, played by the aforementioned Tia Leone. Apparently, not only do ghosts walk the streets of Manhattan, but they stay in their own neighborhoods after they die. Gwen is a brilliant archaeologist who has a mummy being displayed at the Museum of Natural History, and Dr. Pincus takes a keen interest in the mummy's dental care. Their mutual interest in the specimen forges a bond that would never take place otherwise. All Frank wants is to make sure Gwen doesn't marry this new guy in her life, Richard, and Pincus wants the same thing, if only to get Gwen for himself. The setup is straight out of a 1930s comedy. You can see Cary Grant playing either Pincus or Frank, and Katharine Hepburn playing Gwen. But this movie is great because of the banter between Kinnear and Gervais, and the incredibly stinging remarks that come out of Gervais's mouth. Like when he's trying to woo Gwen, she asks if not simple mortal decay could have caused the mummy's dental problems, to which Dr. Pincus sneers, "Not just on one side, you idiot." Barbara made me stop the tape and play it back because we couldn't believe he called her that. Saturday Night Live's Kristen Wiig does another bang-up job here in relief as the colon doctor who's not too comfortable with the truth. And while this movie gets a little serious towards the end, it is to serve the story better. I'll gladly watch this movie again. Remember to floss daily from the Predator.